That's definitely not correct. I think the most important thing that has happened recently is the full deregulation of the downstream oil and gas sector. For more than 20 years, we've been clamoring that the sector should be deregulated. And thankfully, this month, we've seen federal government finally cutting the sector loose and saying, the sector is fully deregulated. Go and source your product whichever way you can source it and sell the way you can sell. But one thing we need to understand is that there are two key things that drive the price of petroleum products. One is the price of crude oil. The second one, and most importantly, is the exchange rate. The price of crude oil largely has been stable in the last couple of years, maybe swinging from $60 a barrel to no more than $80 a barrel. But the biggest elephant in the room has been the exchange rate. Of course, we've seen the massive devaluation in the value of the naira. So I think that the relatively high price of petrol we see today is driven more by the exchange rate and the impact of that exchange rate on the price of petrol.
And talking about exchange rates, at this point, we remember that announcement. Subsidy is gone and no more management of the FX, that's naira to the dollar. And I'm wondering, paint a picture for me now. Subsidy gone, but we continue pegging the dollar, the naira, to about maybe 400 to the dollar. Would that have changed anything at this point?
First, I must commend Mr. President. When he came in, the will was there, the goodwill was there, and he did the right thing by saying subsidy was gone. But of course, being a government, he removed subsidy, and then we saw the price of petroleum products, slide upwards. And because the price of petroleum products was sliding upwards, at some point, I think government had to intervene to kind of calm things down. And NNPC went back to fixing the price of petroleum products. But in the month of October, we saw government now saying, you know what, we're not going to allow that anymore. Go ahead, source your product, sell at whatever price you want to sell. I also don't believe that the price of, or the exchange rate has been floated. Today, every day you go to the market, it's now a willing buyer, willing seller kind of a thing. I don't think, just like you said, I don't think government is interfering.